grappling fans. This is the most heart-stopping, jaw-dropping, eye-popping, high-flying, death-defying, awe-inspiring wrestler in the world today, Jason the Gift Kincaid, and you're tuning in to CWE Adrenaline.
Are off and running. CWE Adrenaline on the air. My name is Dave Petro. I am joined at ringside by wrestling's smartest man, Mike Jones. And Mike, we are opening things up with a big tag team match. Two of the competitors, one of the teams that we saw a couple of weeks back right here on CWE Adrenaline going to the time limit draw. I'm talking about Lio Rush and the Gift Jason Kincaid.
Well, the CWE matchmakers have now put them together, and they're getting in the ring with two very dangerous men in Kevin Cannon and Bobby Collins, the Cannon Clan.
Bobby Collins has been around the world of professional wrestling for well over 20 years, and the mastermind, Kevin Cannon, the self-proclaimed mastermind, Kevin Cannon, has been guiding his career to different and new heights, enjoying a lot of success. The team of Cannon and Collins.
That's most definitely, and they round the Cannon Clan out with Rob Stardom, the Rabid Dog Rob Stardom. And now we've got, look at that, yeah. Cannon and Collins do not like Lio Rush's kind. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it right now. They don't like his kind.
Rookies?
Baby faces, actually. They do not like baby faces. And look at this. They're going to start things off. And look at Bobby Collins. 20-plus years in professional wrestling. And the man hasn't aged a bit.
He's gotten wily, if that's what they say. Wily veteran.
He has gotten wily, and he knows what he needs to do in that ring to win matches.
You're talking about Bobby Collins not liking Lio Rush. I could probably count on one hand how many people Bobby Collins does like.
Yeah, it's about 3, actually. Yeah. And himself is one of those people included.
Yeah, and I guess he tolerates Kevin Cannon.
You can fly around rumors as much as you want here, Dave, and try to throw them off, but it's not going to work. The Cannon Clan are a united front.
Big main event coming up on this week's broadcast. Fans, tell somebody, call a friend. TLC, Tommy Lee Curtis, taking on Frankie Kazarian.
Well, Kazarian's going to look to get back on track here after what happened last week with his tag team partner, Silas Young.
If you missed it, Hotshot Danny Duggan, one-on-one with Silas Young, and Silas Young went down to defeat because of an ill-timed pull of the leg by Frankie Kazarian.
Malfunction at the junction. Danny Duggan got lucky is what happened. And Kazarian taking on the Jakked Jesus, Tommy Lee Curtis. That's one heck of a main event.
And that was one heck of an arm drag delivered by the Gift Jason Kincaid on the Rebel. Bobby Collins, the pride of Plumas, Manitoba.
Look at that. Bobby Collins can fly too. Wait 1 second. This man is weird. He's just weird.
We've covered this before. I would say unique.
Unorthodox.
Different.
Weird is what I'm saying.
One of a kind.
He is weird. Look at it. What is he doing?
He could be calling on a spirit.
He's meditating in matches.
what do they call that? Transitional meditation?
I don't know what it's called, Dave.
Translucent meditation?
Wait 1 second.
Uh-oh, that will come up. The attempted kick. Gets his face rammed right into the mat for good measure in this one. The Gift, Jason Kincaid, gets a bit of a low blow. The tag made. The Mastermind, Kevin Cannon. And what a leg drop, if you will.
Drop toe hold. And look at this. Yeah, I got you covered, Dave, here. Lio Rush now. Collins and Cannon, they're going to need to slow things down. Let's be real here. They're going to have to slow the pace down on Lio Rush and Jason Kincaid.
It's interesting that Kincaid and Rush teamed up. I guess that's the mutual respect. Kincaid really took a little bit more roughhouse approach to Lio Rush, and the time limit was the time limit draw was the result of their matchup. But hey, if you can't beat them, join them.
It was one heck of a match.
Yeah.
A match you're only going to see here on Adrenaline. But right now, they're tag team partners, and they need to focus their attention on the Cannon Clan, two very dangerous men.
And both men exchanging some blows, but look at the speed of Lio Rush. Wow.
The man is too fast for words, Dave.
Explosive would be the word I would use.
Yeah, okay, explosive. I thought you used that word for Tasty Travis Cole, but you can use it for Lio Rush. That's cool, too.
I don't think I ever used it for explosive or Tasty Travis Cole.
You might have said it off camera, actually. Look at that, Lio Rush. The fans are clearly behind Lio Rush and Jason Kincaid here.
Absolutely. And why wouldn't they be? The Rebel Bobby Collins doesn't like anybody, and the Kevin Cannon's sneaky.
He's the mastermind. The man has a plan at every stand. Look at that. He's also got a forearm with Lio Rush's name on it.
He certainly does. Lio Rush landing hard after that forearm. Oh, you don't need to do that, Bobby. Bobby Collins now.
Oh.
You're right, he doesn't like him.
Lio Rush has hit the hardest part of that ring.
Certainly is. Well, the referee backs turned. The skullduggery has been committed. Hooks the leg. Only gets a 1 count. Big main event coming up. TLC, Kazarian. Big tag team match as our opener. Bobby Collins with a huge boot to the face of Lio Rush. Fans, we got to take a quick break. More CWE Adrenaline when we come back.
This portion of CWE Adrenaline brought to you by Main Event Munchies, Freedom Fitness, Budweiser, and 123approved.ca.
Welcome back to CWE Adrenaline opening contest this week. A big tag team matchup. The Cannon Clan, the Rebel Bobby Collins and Kevin Cannon. And you see the devastation right now at the hands of Bobby Collins on Lio Rush, who's teaming this week with the Gift, Jason Kincaid.
Yeah, definitely an unorthodox pairing. To my knowledge, the first time that these two men have teamed together, but not the first time that the Cannon Clan have been together.
No. The Cannon Clan have been wreaking havoc all over the CWE for years. And I've sat right beside in your very chair with Kevin Cannon, and I gotta tell you, I've looked into his eyes, and that man scares me.
Just cold, right? Just cold, calculated.
And always thinking of something else. Can't have a conversation with him.
He's got something on the go, whether it's business ventures or plotting somebody's impending doom. The Mastermind already has it figured out.
Pulls the leg of Lio Rush, not allowing him to make a tag, and delivering a couple of hard right hands to the face of Lio Rush, the Ring of Honor's next top prospect.
And did you see that? Bobby Collins, while Jason Kincaid was not looking, went to the other side, pulled him off the ring apron.
Yeah, because he wanted to just create more havoc, if you will.
Those are the kind of tactics that Bobby Collins is synonymous for. The man knows what he's doing. He uses every trick in the book.
There was a time that the Rebel Bobby Collins was one of the most beloved wrestlers in the CWE and throughout Manitoba, Northwestern Ontario, and Saskatchewan. The beloved. Fans would line up to get his autograph. Fans would line up to talk to him and to just spend time with him. Now, they don't even want to be near him.
Well, that's definitely Bobby Collins' feeling about the people, too.
Well, what happened? And he's under the evil spell of Kevin Cannon.
Success is what happened, Dave. Success with the Cannon Clan and Kevin Cannon is what happened.
Not a lot of success going on right now, as Lio Rush really taking it too, tries to make that tag. And Bobby Collins, I'll give credit where credit is due. That's good tag team strategy. Not allowing that tag.
He's reaching, but Bobby Collins not letting it happen.
That man, that's the 20-plus years of experience from the Rebel Bobby Collins.
Well, Collins knows if he gets that tag, they could be in trouble here. Jason Kincaid will pick up the pace. And look at that.
And the referee now stopping Kevin Cannon from coming in, pushing back to the corner. And Lio Rush makes the tag, but the referee didn't see it. We all saw it. You saw it.
He's the mastermind for a reason, Dave.
Good grief. The referee was minding to Kevin Cannon, and a poor Lio Rush makes that tag. He needs it, and Lio Rush denied a chance to get the fresh man in the ring.
Lio Rush needs to tag out. I mean, it's getting critical here at this point. Look at that. The man can barely stand.
Hard in that turnbuckles. The Cannon Clan cutting the ring in half and not allowing Lio Rush to get to the gift. Jason Kincaid as the fans scream, Lio, Lio, Lio. The Rebel Bobby Collins just dishing out the punishment right now. And Lio Rush, there's still some fight in that young man. Comes back with an elbow, comes back with a chop and a drop kick. And they expend that energy being expended. Now, he needs to make that tag. Oh, and that's a faux pas. He was there, but Kincaid was dealing with Kevin Cannon. And Lio Rush had no one to tag to.
I told you he's the mastermind for a reason, Dave.
Despicable.
That's the reason right there. That's why they're going to win this match.
It's despicable tactics, Mike. And back. Oh, he was flying. He's whipping him into the turnbuckles.
Oh, no.
With a drop kick. And the tag is made, and the referee saw it. And here comes Kincaid. Wow. What elevation. Shoulder block. Takes off that shirt. That means he means business. Off the ropes. Comes up. Oh, power slam. And both feet to the chest on the Rebel Bobby Collins. Hooks that leg. And Kevin Cannon breaking up. It was sure to be a 3 count on the Rebel Bobby Collins, Mike.
Jason Kincaid turning it up to another gear here. Look at that. Taking advantage of the smaller man in Lio Rush. And
referee just not really wanting to do anything in this one, letting both men have their way with an injured Lio Rush.
It's a melee now. There's chaos everywhere. Oh,
double knocker.
Meeting of the minds.
Kevin Cannon set for a ride. And the Rebel Bobby Collins, he is up. Kincaid has him up. Oh, the referee just got it. The referee just got it. And here comes Lio Rush. Comes back. Hooked. Oh, there's it. But the referee, he's tending to his own wounds. Oh, that is just injustice.
Well, that's what Jason gets for hitting the referee.
Oh, and the flag has now been turned into the ring as a weapon. And the Rebel Bobby Collins, no, stopped! Kincaid has that flag! And says, no, Lio Rush doesn't want to win that way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the Kincaid, there's some dissension in the ranks there. And the Rebel Bobby Collins now rolling up. Jason Kincaid holds that trunks and gets the 3 count. A tainted victory, if you will, Mike.
That's the way it's done, Dave.
Lio Rush and Jason Kincaid unable to function well as a team, allowing the Cannon Clan, the Rebel Bobby Collins and Kevin Cannon, to pick up that victory. Fans, we got a great main event. TLC taking on Kazarian when we come back. Welcome back to CWE Adrenaline. My name is Dave Petro. I am joined by wrestling's smartest man, Mike Jones. And Mike, this is our main event. Tommy Lee Curtis going one-on-one with Frankie Kazarian.
You are right. It is main event time at CWE. It's adrenaline. And we've got two men full of adrenaline in TLC and Kazarian.
And I can tell you this, we've been handed a press release that both of these competitors were amongst the first ones to sign up to the upcoming Elite 8 tournament. That's right, the Elite 8 tournament. The prestigious tournament right here at CWE that has crowned so many winners, and so many men have gone on such dizzying success. And Tommy Lee Curtis and Frankie Kazarian, and also, I can tell you this, another man who has signed a contract to participate, the last real man in professional wrestling, Silas Young.
Are you signed up to the company emails? Why didn't I get that word?
I just handed it to you. You're going to read it right now.
Look at that. 3 men. The first 3 men announced for the Elite 8 tournament. Kazarian, TLC, and Silas Young. Oh.
Well, you have to think when Kazarian signed up, the guy that's not too far behind him, Silas Young, he had to sign up too, because those guys are perpetually joined to the hip. I'm surprised we don't see Silas Young out here right now.
If these 3 men are any indication of the type of talent we're going to see in the Elite 8 tournament, that is going to be one hell of a tournament.
But we saw on CW Adrenaline a misstep between Kazarian and Silas Young in a matchup that we saw that caused Silas Young to lose the hotshot Danny Duggan.
You know what? A little malfunction at the junction never hurt anybody. I can assure you that Kazarian and Silas Young are still on the same page. Somebody that's not on the same page, though, is Tommy Lee Curtis doing sit-ups and push-ups in the ring right now.
TLC, the Jakked Jesus. I'm surprised we don't see a container of his like liquid inspiration. What was that called?
It's liquid inspiration. Yeah, that would be what we'd call it. The protein bottle, if you will. Protein powder.
The gimmick.
Yeah, conspicuous by its absence. Which strikes me as odd that he'd be doing push-ups if the gimmick is not, with him.
The man has all kinds of natural energy.
And natural enemies too, Dave.
Augmented by the gimmick, the jacked up Jesus juice. Reversal. Kazarian comes back, caught in midair by TLC, and then drops him and administers a little bit of a spanking.
We've seen sit-ups, push-ups, and now spanking in the match.
And that just raises the ire of Kazarian and gets an inverted atomic drop for his troubles. Comes back, and a real atomic drop. That'll rearrange your spine. Up and down.
Big Michinoku driver. Look at that. Almost a 3 count this early on, Dave.
Tommy Lee Curtis, we've seen him use the driver before to great success. That has to be one of his favorite maneuvers.
That almost put away Kazarian, that's for sure.
What a matchup. What a main event right now on CWE Adrenaline. Fans, I don't mind telling you, this is the kind of action you're going to see on the New Heights Tour, which kicks off in the month of January. All the big towns, all the big cities, and some new cities, including Dauphin, Manitoba, are on the tour too.
I've got it on a good word that you've been asked to head out to Dauphin, haven't you?
I like going to Dauphin. They're my people out there.
I don't understand why, but that's each to their own.
What a matchup on this one. You know that Tommy Lee Curtis is going to be signing up to be sure that he heads in Dauphin. He's got fans out there.
Ontario all the way to Alberta. Make sure you check out CWECanada.ca. See what town we are going to be in near you.
I heard Tommy Lee Curtis is very popular in Moosomin, Saskatchewan.
Moosomin as well as in Brandon. He's got a good buddy named Terry out there.
Pulling on the arm bar, the elbow lock, if you will. Kazarian in control of Tommy Lee Curtis in this one fall, 30-minute time limit CWE Adrenaline main event. Wow.
You know, we talked about unorthodox earlier in the show when it came to Jason Kincaid, but I'd say Tommy Lee Curtis a little unorthodox in his offense as well in the ring.
You know what? I've often think of the guy searching for a style to see what works, because that tag team specialist. Fans, we got to take a quick break. This match concludes when CWE Adrenaline returns.
Zubaz.
Rooms and accommodations for CWE events provided by the Travel Lodge.
Welcome back to CWE Adrenaline. Tommy Lee Curtis, for the better part of a couple minutes, has been hung up in that turnbuckles. And now Frankie Kazarian, the action spilling to the outside. Mike?
You know, before we went to commercial break, you mentioned Tommy Lee Curtis being a tag team specialist. That is true. He is a former CWE tag team champion. So the man clearly knows how to get it done in the ring. I don't question that, Dave.
And then had that huge falling out with his former tag team partner, Nate Hardy.
He did, and now he's on the floor holding his arm. That's where he's at now.
Nate Hardy, that guy, whatever happened to him? He was just change of attitude, change in latitude.
I think he's playing a guitar, an acoustic guitar under a tree somewhere, actually. That being said, Tommy Lee Curtis is the worst for wear here against Kazarian.
He has been absorbing a tremendous amount of punishment at the hands of Frankie Kazarian. And the pedigree on this man, we've talked about this before. The championships he's held, the championships he's won, the places that he's been, the places that he's going.
The man clearly has a storied career, and even the experience factor here on Tommy Lee Curtis.
Frequent tag team partner of Christopher Daniels.
That is most definitely
another
true.
CWE alumni.
That's true.
Up and down. What a leg drop.
You've done a bit of your homework here on this match, haven't you, Dave?
I've called a few matches in my time. I've been around wrestling for a long, long time. Don't let this pretty boy youthful good looks fool you.
Don't remind us, Dave. Thank you for that.
Referee now getting a little action from Kazarian.
Oh, wait a second.
Rolls him up. Basically was saying that he got a slow count. But I think this referee is probably one of the most impartial referees the CWE's ever had. Kenny Rogers notwithstanding.
Yeah, Kenny Rogers, Lord knows where Kenny Rogers is right now. And I don't think Tommy Lee Curtis knows where he is right now because he just got kicked in the face, Dave.
Yeah, I don't think it's too early in the evening for Kenny to be at the Palomino Club.
He's probably lurking around the VIP entrance, though. I wouldn't doubt that.
Frankie Kazarian now just basically tormenting TLC, Tommy Lee Curtis, with just slapping him, just kind of, that's bullying, Mike. We've talked about bullying in the past, that's bullying. But TLC, he's had enough. Oh, wow. Probably didn't get the elevation he wanted on that kick, but man, he delivered it hard to the side of the head of Kazarian.
Both men are down. Tommy Lee Curtis needed to make that separation. He needs to catch a little bit of air right now and get this ball rolling here.
Two men that you will see very shortly in the upcoming Elite 8 tournament. Tommy Lee Curtis in the yellow, Kazarian in the black and red. Both men back to their feet. Kazarian charges, met with a big boot from TLC. Comes back for more. Double boot, kicks him back. Comes up, and a big clothesline.
Tommy Lee Curtis is now turning up the heat here.
He's on fire, and this crowd is loving it. Inverted atomic drop.
The adrenaline is flowing.
Oh, and what a clothesline. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Almost had him, Mike.
Conspicuous by his absence is Silas Young right now.
No, you're absolutely correct, because these guys, I would use the expression thick as thieves sometimes.
Yeah, look at that. Tommy Lee Curtis's arm in pain. Couldn't even whip Kazarian off.
No, he is in pain, but delivers that. Comes up.
Snapmare neck breaker.
2. And Kazarian able to kick out at the count of 2. This match continuing on. CWE Adrenaline. This is the kind of main events you get from coast to coast. The New Heights Tour starting off the 10th of January in Dauphin. And of course the big one, the 20th of January in Winnipeg, the 50-man Rumble to Remember.
Oh, big DDT.
Oh, my word. He planted him. He just planted him. And I am amazed that TLC was able to kick out at the count of 2.
Tommy Lee Curtis using everything he's got. He knows this is a big match. This could give him a little momentum going into the Elite 8 tournament as well.
I got to give credit where credit is due. Both men are tremendous competitors, but Kazarian has been shown a lot in this one, keeping up toe-to-toe with a bigger man. But Kazarian now whipping him off the ropes. Sunset flip!
Oh, tied up in the ropes.
Yeah, the momentum carrying him. That's how you stop those.
He just flat out kicks him in the face, and look at this.
What would you even call this one?
Just tying him up like a pretzel.
This is a submission maneuver. He's got the arm hooked, that pressure on the side of the head of Tommy Lee Curtis. And TLC has to make it to the ropes to call for a break, or he's going to have to submit. And look at that, the agility of TLC to get to the ropes. The referee has to call for a break, Mike.
Yeah, he does. Tommy Lee Curtis needed that break. That could have been it.
Listen to this crowd. They're yelling, Tommy, Tommy.
At least 6 of them are, that's for sure.
Kazarian now says, yeah, cheer him on. Oh,
He's
no,
waving.
he was waving him on.
Waving.
He's waving. We've talked about this before. The last real man in professional wrestling causing the distraction.
They've got a
and
plan.
he's got that Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship belt, and he's going to hammer TLC with it. Ref, turn around. He gives it. Oh, we've seen this before. Referee turns around.
This is genius.
Oh, no, he thinks he got clocked by it. He thinks he did it. The referee, he's just about to disqualify TLC.
Yeah,
this
throw
is
it out.
grave injustice.
DQ the man. This is the. Oh,
Referee didn't do anything. Oh, look at this. He comes up, he comes by. Oh, this has just been a ploy by these two clowns to just.
Wait a second. What's going on here?
The referee's distracted. Oh, the pin attempt. He distracted his own man. The referee was distracted. Silas Young causing that huge distraction. And now Kazarian, it's 2-on-1. He says, yeah, you see him off the ropes. The reversal. He tripped his own man.
What?
He led him right into this. Boom and boom.
You've got to be kidding me.
1, 2, and 3. We have seen this before. The teamwork of Kazarian and Silas Young causing a defeat, and TLC gets the win. Good grief. Let's see how that happened. Let's see what transpired. Off the ropes. Silas Young trips his own man
Come
and
on.
leads Kazarian right into the grips of Tommy Lee Curtis.
Come on,
Who
guys.
gets the pinfall victory, hooks that leg. 1, 2, and 3.
What is going on?
TLC getting the victory in this one. And fans, you have to know what's going to happen in the Elite 8 tournament with the dissension between Kazarian and Silas Young, as both men are arguing right now in the middle of the ring.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following. For all your CWE news, updates, and information, check us out online, on social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and at our website, cwecanada.ca.